a whole lot of talking last vlog, but not enough reading scenes. And I realize that now. So this vlog, there's gonna be tons, there's gonna be a crap ton of reading scenes, and it's gonna start right now. Enjoy. It's day 1, by the way.
And as you can see, I have been busy since last video.
I don't know if that's gonna work. Is this angle gonna work? Is this angle gonna work? It works. Be blessed. I'm gonna rise and grind and finish this book so I don't have to do a whole lot of filming and editing. Man, that was... Anyway.
I'm not crazy, you're crazy.
If you don't know what I'm doing, then you kind of need to go watch the last video. So go watch the last video. What are you waiting for? Why are you watching this one if you haven't watched the first one? You're a crazy person.
Chapter 27? Oh my word! Literally. Anyway, I have made a promise that once I finish this book, which it very well might just be finished in like today or tomorrow, I will go book shopping online. I will just go full out book spree. It's gonna be fun, and hopefully I can record it. I decided to do it early. Oh no. Oh no. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it in the end.
Y'all, do you remember the other day when I went and bought Ranger's Apprentice and the 3rd book of the Accsendance Trilogy? Well, apparently my mom had this in the back of her car since Wednesday, apparently. She got it for me, and she literally quoted these words. "Man, this looks like something Graceland would like." "Yes, Mother, this is what I've been looking for." And do you know how much she paid for it? 50 cents. And do you know how much I paid for mine? $5. Mine is not here yet, though. So now I just have 2. Okay. I only have 5 more chapters of this book. And guess what? It's only been a week. It's only been a week. It is Sunday again. And it is Easter. Yeah, I almost forgot. It is Easter, and I didn't actually have a lot of time to read this week, but somehow I'm still at the end. And it's kind of freaking me out because I'm not a good reader. Like, I'm usually really slow, but recently I've been kind of fast. Maybe it's random determination, we don't know. But I'm almost done, so I think I'm gonna finish it today. I mean, might as well get it done and dusted. I just realized I had the camera facing the wrong way the entire time I filmed that. I am not going to redo it though, because you're just gonna have to deal with the weird black parts of the screen. I have like a really big skirt on, so it kind of looks whimsical. Like with me reading, I kind of look like a Disney princess. My girly side is kind of loving this. Not gonna lie. I will say though, if this ends on a cliffhanger, I've got the third book in the mail, so I won't be as distraught about it like I usually am, and I like go panicking online looking for the book as fast as I possibly can. Like every time it ends on a cliffhanger, or just a book that ends on a cliffhanger, I'm like, I need the second one or third one or fourth one now, or I might actually die. That's why I have so many keepers, honestly. I have so many Keeper of the Lost Cities, and it's because usually they ended kind of on cliffhangers. So I actually have 6 of them. Okay, I finished it. That was actually faster than I thought. It ended on a cliffhanger, as I might have suspected. Like, everything was good and swell and nice and just really heartwarming and wholesome, and then all of a sudden, wham! Something bad happens, cliffhanger, destruction to the mind and soul and body. Anyway, but it was a good book. I feel like, I think I would rate it 4.5 stars, just because the first one was definitely 5. This one's 4.5 because, or maybe 3.5. I'm gonna go 3.5 because it was a little predictable this time. The first time I read it, I barely predicted a thing, but this time it was a little more predictable and it was a little less, you know, not a whole lot of things were happening. Okay, maybe 3.5 stars, but it was still a good story. This kid, man, this kid goes through a lot of pain, and I caught myself wincing more than once. Definitely more than once. I was wincing a lot. But because this describing his pain and stuff, I was like, oh, this kid gets hurt way too much. But anyway, I think it was a good book, and pretty much I have no complaints with it at all. It was all the way through, it was great. The end though, when he gets up with hooks up with the princess instead of Imogen. I'm gonna say Imogen, that's probably not how you say her name, but I was a little surprised by that. Didn't love it, but I guess it's okay. Anyway, this is a really good book. I'm glad I bought the third one because it ended on a cliffhanger. I think it did a good job of hooking me the entire way through, and like, something was always happening, whether it was predictable or not. At least something eventful was always happening. And, you know, I like a little main character trauma, which this book has a lot of it. Anyway. The second book's actually shorter than the first one. That's so weird. Now they kind of look funky stacked like that. I don't know what to say. The stack is now thin. At least thin enough for me. There are still some on the wall that I have not quite finished, but it's not like a great amount. Here, let me check. Okay, there's not like a whole ton, but I don't know. I kind of want to get into some new books, such as this one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish Beyonders, and I'll show you what that is. This is Beyonders. I am literally at the end. There is no reason I should not finish this book. It was a good book. I think I read it
I stopped reading it around 2 years ago because we were in a really bad hurricane called Hurricane Helene, and the power was out and the internet was out, and I had nothing else to do but read. So I got to the very end, and then when the power came back, I stopped. Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing, but yeah. So I think that's my plan. I think I'm gonna finish that, and then I'm gonna get on to new series. Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, I'm going to drink the rest of my peace tea and have a good rest of my Easter evening. Good day to you.